Hey guys, and welcome back to the final live stream review for Once Upon a Time. I have been filming all the episodes for reviews, the episodes for season 7 solo. I haven't been with Joe, who is here. We filmed all of 5 and 6 together live, and we had to do the series finale live. So, as you all know, I am Rob, but say hello to Joe, guys.
Boys, girls, all my Trumbullocks out there, welcome back to Other Robert, and this is the final Once Upon a Time video. We did do the 7 premiere.
Yes, we did.
We did do, I think, the 7 premiere, maybe the second episode.
Yes, we did discuss that, but then
it
fell off.
And then we started all the way back in 4. So this has really been...
It's been a journey.
It has been a journey.
It's been a journey.
The show has been a journey.
So. Sometimes a tough one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Particularly this season. So, oh wow, so many of you guys are tuning in. I am so happy. This is awesome. Yes, we are together, BTM Marine LM. He came up to visit me. I graduated law school, and he came up to celebrate. And I'm so super excited to have him, and we had to do this together.
Absolutely.
So real quick before we start off, a lot of you know, or for those of you who are new to the channel, we started off, I think we reviewed episode 4 of season 4.
Yes.
It was the 4th episode of the 4th season. We did it on his channel, I think.
At the time, it was Agree to Disagree.
Yes, his old channel. And then he joined mine, and then boom, here we were. We reviewed, I think, all of 4 on mine mostly, and then all of 5 for sure, and then all of 6 definitely.
Yeah.
And
a little bit so.
A little bit.
Yeah,
I covered 7, but like we
together.
Yeah,
spurts of 7.
Spurts. Yeah. We talked about 7. It was very, with the whole stupid Friday night thing. It was hard to do.
Yeah.
To pull that off.
Yeah, I think they kind of hurt the show by doing that.
Well, they knew it was going to get canceled. So you know.
Yikes. Yeah.
But anyway, hello, Megan Stiggles. It is great. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is awesome. So we are here to discuss the final episode, leaving Storybrooke. Ironically, so we did not leave the town. We came back to it.
Yeah, with some of the characters. Some of the minor ones. You had Jiminy. You had 3 of the dwarfs.
Yep.
Granny.
Yep. Emma came back for all of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
What else?
Hook.
Real Hook. There is no longer Nook. We have an original Hook, which is it's good. I mean, we've had Hook. You know, it's tough.
A grown-up kind of Neil, like not grown-up.
Yeah. Because like we don't know the time, because remember, didn't they say them back in time? With Gothel's Curse,
Hope Jones.
Hope Jones. Oh, I like that, Emily Minette. She knows.
Well, it's because the last name is Jones.
Oh, duh. My bad. Well, no, because the Jones thing is that thing. So let's just go through the episode, because it focused on Henry for a good chunk of it, and Rumpelstiltskin, which was awesome.
Yeah, and Rumple. I said this. I alluded to this when we were watching it. For me, at least, I think Rumple and the Evil Queen were the stars of the show.
Yep.
So I think the fact that they both stayed in 7 was great, and the fact that the series finale really focused on the 2 of them a lot. Probably the 2 main characters of the finale were Rumple and the Evil Queen.
Yes, I like that too, and it makes sense. I mean, because like Emma really did drive the first 6, so it made good sense that the final episode was completely focused on those 2.
And they both started out as villains. So to have that story of both of them coming to this point, and they had the image with the red heart, the black heart going red.
Yeah, I had to rewatch that scene. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah,
I really did like that a lot.
Yeah.
So essentially, it starts off where the main characters, except for Regina, are in the snow globe, and they're trying to get out. And then they found Maui's fish hook, because that was in.
It's just laying around.
It was just there. I mean, magic is there. How it's working. And then they get out, and then they eventually reunite. But Henry is telling Regina, "You're going to be executed." Wish from Henry, not original grown-up Henry, played by Andrew J. West, who doesn't need a show. Just saying. He does.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
So then, essentially, it's like, Regina's in prison, and they're like, "What are we going to do?" And then who appears to get her out of prison? Snow White and Prince Charming. And it was great to see them back. I mean, they barely did anything. They had their speeches, which was enough.
Yeah, around the table.
Yeah, and the round table discussion. And then Henry fights Regina, and Rumple's plan is to get them into their own books, so they're isolated, so they have their own negative endings, the opposite of what would the opposite of happy, unhappy endings?
Yeah,
just they're unhappy endings in a book. I just essentially, and
him clapping was just the
he's like
the best image of the episode.
It was. I love the fact that he got to play both roles. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, especially for the finale, and just letting him do that Rumple character just one last time.
Yeah,
just go all out with it and really be the villain.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was, and then. Apparently, the blood of Regina works as the author's magic ink. And then that's how it opened up vortexes, and then they're all screaming, and then Hook almost dies because he touches Nook almost dies. Real Hook's alive. Both Hooks are alive. It's a whole thing. And then Rumple was like, to wish on Rumple, you did this, blah, 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 I'm so mad. And then he pulls out his heart and puts it in Nook. And then wish on Rumple dies.
Couldn't he have just done what?
Is it true love?
Yeah.
I don't think
they've established that.
It has to be true love. Yeah, you need to be in love or have love for someone. And I don't think Rumpelstilt's gonna on any level.
But they were like best friends.
They were like best friends. Yeah.
Somebody actually commented that was rushed. I think
it was very rushed. Yeah, I mean, this episode could have been 2 hours. The show has had 2-hour episodes, the one we watched, in season 4, there was like a 2-hour episode, but not the finale, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
So this could have benefited from that for sure. But at the same time, apparently Wish Realm Henry, who's also the author, can activate these portals to put them in I'm going to call it the negative verse ending, the negative verse worlds, whatever. Sure. So they put them in that, and Regina convinces them, and he calms down, and then he stops, and then Rumple dies, and then he gets reunited with Belle. I mean, Emily de Raven is not. I've never loved, but I like her as Belle, and I was just happy. I thought that was beautiful. And then another dark curse gets cast, because it's 7 or 8, by Regina again, and then she reunites the realms. And
is this a darker or a light curse?
She said it was
a spell, a light spell,
a light spell. Yeah, she said it was the blueprint of The dark curse was the blueprint.
So she becomes an architect.
Yes.
It's basically,
his magic is architectural.
Yeah.
And then she unites all the realms. Then you see all the little bits and pieces, and you see Tinkerbell. You see we saw Camelot. We didn't see characters. We saw the Arendelle from Frozen. I forget if we saw the Brave Castle. We saw the Rapunzel Tower, which means they brought Enchanted Forest version 2 over as well, because they have to do that. And then you see the Dark Palace, you see Oz, and then there's a coronation. Regina is about to be crowned. She's like, "Where is everyone?" Or referring to Emma. Then who comes in? Emma. I got to say, I thought her role would be a little bigger in this episode than just essentially mimicking Regina's original line.
Yeah.
But whatever. I guess she only filmed it for 8 hours. That took 8 hours to film.
Wow.
So then she gets coronated, and then she talks, and then it ends, and it was very wholesome. It felt very well rounded, and it made sense to go from being the evil queen who started the curse to being the good queen.
Yeah. And then we were discussing this during the live chat too. It comes down to the point that this is the series finale. Mm-hmm. So last year they kind of thought that the 6th finale might have been the series finale, and it felt like it.
Yep.
So is this a better outing than the season 6 finale would have been? And I don't know. I think the 6th finale.
I think the 6th was the ending of the book, and if it had just shut instead of having to go through the towns, would have been. It's good and bad because you at least know that it shows Regina with the apple, so that she's happy and that she's accepted, which is always what she wanted. Oh, also, speaking of Regina, we saw Robin Hood in this episode.
Yeah. It was just nice to have him back.
No, but even when we watched it, you had said, "Oh, so much for Facilier being her true love."
Yeah, because they hyped that.
Yeah, they hyped that, and we never saw it. That's all I wanted to mention.
It was like a fling thing.
Yeah,
it was.
And also because this is my my gimmick every time I watch Once Upon a Time episodes, I do critique the Danya Ramirez thing, and she did nothing in this episode. Cinderella, main character, nothing.
And that's why 7 That's why I say, would 6 have served as a better series finale? Because 7 was kind of pointless when you look at the season as a whole.
Yep.
Because the main characters, you know, they really did.
Yeah, like Tiana had a potential for like a good story, and her acting was good. And like we didn't see Naveen, and Tiana didn't talk. She just went. That was it. Yeah,
Jacinda and had no lines.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a bummer like that. So,
I mean, adult Henry is really the main thing that came out of that season.
Yeah,
really. I mean Nook, I guess, but you don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need Nook. I guess Alice, but you already had Alice.
I guess, yeah.
It's tough. So, sorry, the finale did feel a little rushed, but they probably were like, oh, we're just going to throw everything in there. They
probably hoping for a season 8, and then they're like, oh, we're not getting it.
We're not getting it. Yeah. But we're on Friday, so we should have known this.
Yeah. That was the kiss of death.
100%. It's actually called that.
That was their sleeping curse.
With the dark curse. But I think it's sleeping curse. It's making you sleep forever.
It put the fans to sleep.
The
last,
But yeah, I mean, 7. I liked 7 in spades. There was issues a lot of issues. You know, this is 21 episode reviews in which I discussed them. But I think the finale served its purpose. It was really well done. I love everything Robert Carlyle did. I liked Lana Priya. I wish Andrew J. West could replace what was going on with Jared Gilmore. Like, have Jared Gilmore do a little less and have Andrew J. West do more.
Yeah, they just gave it to him because Jared Gilmore
is original. But I think overall it was a solid finale. It did close the book without having to actually close the book. Everything was reunited. I wanted to mention this. So remember when Rumpelstiltskin died? Yeah. Then he vanished. The other one vanishes.
Yeah.
Can we just discuss how that makes no sense?
Yeah. You mentioned the Cruella thing.
Yeah. So apparently, Cruella, real Cruella, and real Peter Pan, or Wish Realm, because there's a Wish Realm. Right. Wish Realm Rumpelstiltskin and Wish Realm. There's a Wish Realm Rumple. There's a Wish Realm Cruella. There's a Wish Realm everyone. And apparently, when the original version dies, it kills them. So wouldn't that mean Peter Pan, Cruella, and anyone else who's died shouldn't be there? So like, why did that only apply to Rumpelstiltskin? I'm just saying it was weird. And then like the Blue Fairy, who was like always a weird character that did nothing with.
That was kind of
I felt bad for her. I think her name is Keegan Tracy.
They kind of just gave her like a bad ending.
She's like, oh, just stand there and clap. But at first she's like, oh, it's terrified the Blue Fairy.
She's always got. There was a point where they were bringing her back every season just to like
put her to sleep or do something
just
bad
like
to
demolish her and bring her back the next season.
Yeah. Speaking of Matt McCone, just asked, what do you think happened to Blue Fairy after she was sucked into the book? I assume she got out of the book. Like this,
but they didn't show it.
They didn't show it. But I think because Henry went good, even though he was always good, Wish from Henry went good. I imagine she got out. So yeah, I mean, it was solid episode. It was fun. It's over. But now it's time to talk to everyone. Yeah. To talk to you guys. So shoot your questions. You guys have been doing the chat, which has been awesome. So yeah, ask us any questions you want. If you've asked from the top, just repeat it back, and we'll cover them. But I did like it. I thought it was a good episode for sure.
Yeah.
One of the better ones of 7.
Oh, I think it was probably the best. I think of 7.
I like last week's too.
Last week's was that the tree?
That was before.
Okay. I didn't like that. That was
the tree one. Was weird. I didn't like Emma Booth, and as me for Gothel, I had issues with.
They always do the tree thing. I mean, remember Merlin like that?
Yeah, he was a tree too.
They really like trees.
They're green.
They really like turning characters into trees.
It's green.
I
guess. Okay. So Lewis, your questions? Wow, so many questions. Luis Diaz goes, how weren't Henry's actions altered? I mean, he was wandering through the realms. What a time when Giselle's curse wouldn't be cast. Yeah, it's just, honestly, Lewis, all I can say to that is messed up timelines. Yeah. Show doesn't care. The writers, clearly, you can tell from the season, do not care, because like, you know how like they were making the beans to like open up portals? Yeah. Remember that was like originally a thing you couldn't get done, a magic bean? Yeah. It was like a hard thing to come by. People were like, well, in other realms and stuff. It's like, well, they never told us because the writers just don't care.
Then that random character a few episodes ago was like, hey, I have a bean. If you guys want it. Like, I don't want it. Like,
yeah, no. Okay. Angela Gonzalez, did you get mad because we didn't see Anna and Elsa? We saw stock footage of Elsa. We saw Arendelle. I mean, you guys all know I'm the biggest supporter of the Frozen arc. I know Joe liked it, but it wasn't his favorite. I wasn't mad. I honestly didn't expect to see Elsa because I feel like they would have. I feel like just from a business angle, that would have been a pain in the butt to be like, can we use her for like 3 seconds like we used Emma?
I think it was the best of it.
Because the first arc was. I forgot how you felt about that.
Yeah, I think all of 3 and then the first half of 4. I think were the
I completely agree with that.
Show.
So yeah, no, I was upset. I wasn't upset. I just knew it wouldn't happen. But I'm glad that we saw her make the bridge. That was cool.
Yeah.
What did you think of Evil Henry from Lauren Warwriter? Jared Gilmore, he was good when he was doing the sad stuff, and in this is Henry Mills. He was reading the letter. He was better in that episode. He was, he had.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant when he was sad in this episode.
No. Because we couldn't tell. No. But remember when he was reading the college letter and like talking to his older self? Like he was good there. But him being evil, I would advise Jared not to be cast as a villain.
Yeah.
In the future.
Didn't they already try this when him and Peter Pan swapped roles?
Yeah, they didn't learn from their mistakes. Yeah. Let's see. How is Hope younger than Lucy from 30M? Look, all I can say is any of the questions about the timelines, they're good. Tweet Adam Horowitz or tweet at Once Upon a Time ABC because I don't know the answers.
And they just think of answers on the spot. Oh, magic.
Yeah, or it happened because we said so. Yeah,
because we have the pen. We're the authors.
Cody Blast said, he goes, 7 was really pointless in hindsight.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not complaining about 7. I think you had the strongest original characters, in my opinion, with Regina, Hook.
Hook's actor.
And yeah, you had really strong actors. Except for just
no, original. You said you had the strongest
original actors.
Yeah.
And you kind of just let them go. Like, go off into the season. And that was great, but it was pointless.
100%. Really, because it didn't feel tied. It didn't feel tied in.
There was no impact.
Like, and they were in Seattle, for God's sakes.
Facilier was killed off like that. Gothel was turned into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, like, when Emma Booth got her takes correct, I think as a villain, like Gothel was, if they had set up that she wanted to wipe out humanity, that'd be cool. Set it up.
Yeah. Her, just remember last season was the Dark Fairy, and I thought that was a pretty good villain.
Yeah, I wish she had more time, but she was a really good villain.
Yeah. And just to go from that to Gothel was...
and then you also threw Facilier in there, too, and then you had Nick, Jack, Hansel. I mean, come on. Oh, and there was Drizella. Played by L.A. Kane, who was starring in Rain. An awesome show. Please watch it. I dropped.
Yeah, it really didn't serve much of a point.
Yeah, like even Louis Diaz goes, I'm still wondering why Gothel wanted the Darkwing Dagger. They never established anything because all she wanted to do was wipe out humanity. Maybe she wanted to make Rumple do it. I know I'm talking super fast, but it's nuts.
Can you make a theory? This is from Fardip. Can you make a theory about how Facilier met and actually fell in love? We were talking about Facilier.
Yeah.
I don't think they were in love. I think it was just a fling.
Yeah, it had to have just been like an attraction. My theory is that he's probably from the original Enchanted Forest because I don't think he's from the second one. And he probably saw her and was like, all right, you and me. And that's it.
Yeah, I don't think that was a love scenario.
No.
I think he didn't even get a mention this episode. Mm-hmm. And when she's like,
she
saw Robin,
Yeah.
Robin is the love. He was just, a post-Robin flank.
Technically, he'd be pre-Robin because she knew him before.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I know, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But, she knew him from the past. By the way, this video, if you notice all the hundreds, this is the 100th Once Upon a Time Season 7 video I've done.
Wow. So, I remember last week.
Yeah.
Your 99th one.
Yeah, which I think is crazy. This is it's a lot of coverage of one thing. If you think about it in hindsight, if people just do episode reviews, that's just 22 videos alone, which seems like a lot. But to do 100, it's a lot of stuff. I enjoyed 7 a lot. I agree, it was pointless. Yeah, I mean, I think as a binge, it'd be more enjoyable instead of having to go week to week because they always end every episode on a cliffhanger. I mean, I don't hate the show in any hindsight of it. I just wish it was a little better. All right, so I think I saw. So Steve Caruso, what did you think about Regina's speech at the ending? I liked it. It was beautiful how it covered all the towns. It made sense. I mean, it's better than saying "I will destroy your happiness," ha ha ha, and then poofing out. Let's see. If you could watch once, if you from Ella Bartel, if you could, would you end Once Upon a Time at season 6?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Also, just so it's discussed in this video, they did it in the way I don't like stuff done for movies and shows, but they gave us a resolution to Lily and Maleficent.
Which is a shame, because I would have liked Zorro, but not with what they would have done.
Not being a dragon.
Yeah, not with the whole Maleficent thing, because that was a train wreck.
Yep.
And Zorro could have been very, very interesting if they did it.
Yeah,
right.
I think the Zorros. There's a ton of Zorros. I think Zorro's like from the 30s. It goes back really far.
I feel like that would have fit in, even though he's not like an untold story.
I think he would have been like high.
Yeah,
he would have been. I think he should have been in the other realm.
Yeah,
the Untold Stories realm, which I'm pretty sure is now there. So Zorro's there.
Yeah,
somewhere. So yeah, they said that Zorro is Maleficent's love interest, I guess, who is the father of Lily. So that got answered.
Angela Gonzalez, season 7 didn't have a nice story or a nice romance, and they covered that last week with Rumple was talking about the story or whatever. He's like, I'd do more romance.
Yeah,
because season 7 really didn't have a lot. And the Jacinda character, like Jacinda, it was so weak. The character weak. I don't think they have the right actors for it. Everybody else they casted this season, I thought was so strong. But besides Alice, I wasn't.
I liked Alice in the beginning because there was one thing Rose Reynolds did when she first before I saw more episodes. She had I thought she had great face acting because she would just be like, "What's going on with her?"
Very expressive.
Very expressive. Yes. And then she got parts of me. I know a lot of us really like Rose Reynolds too. I don't know where we fit on the scale, but she was just okay to me.
I thought like Vasilier, Naveen.
He was great. He was for Naveen.
Yeah, he was there. He didn't get the attention that he deserved this season. I thought
the season should have been the Cinderella Rapunzel thing, even though I wasn't a fan of Rapunzel version, Cinderella version 2, and then it should have been Princess of Frog at the end of it.
Yeah.
It should have just been split between the fun fact, I don't know if I showed you this, but Prince and the Frog started the new Disney movies, the Renaissance, the new stuff. So Prince and the Frog was that, and then Tangled was the next one. So it would have the show would have ended with the first 2 Renaissance movies.
Somebody, I just lost the comment, but one of the questions was, what would you have wanted to see in the finale that wasn't there? Frozen. Nightmare Before Christmas. I've been saying it the entire series. I want the Nightmare Before Christmas. It wouldn't have made sense in the finale, obviously, but
Megan Stagels just probably wrote my favorite comment of the day. Adelaide Kane would have made a good Cinderella.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's love interest. Like she. I mean, I liked Drizella. I liked her as Drizella.
She was very strong.
She was so strong.
Actress, yeah.
Well, she was the lead in Rain.
Yeah, she was very strong. Good show. I don't think Jacinda. I think that whole Jacinda thing's a mess.
Danya, I can't comment on her acting anymore. It's tiresome. Newt Wilson, I don't get Robin's age. Sorry, Newt. I got nothing, bro. It's too much.
Don't get Robin's age. Robin the
daughter. Because she shouldn't be how old as she is.
I think they said time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing they do makes sense anymore.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Slender Fox 37. What's one fairy tale character, such as a Disney fairy tale or fairy tale, Narnia or The Labyrinth, do you wish Once Upon a Time did that didn't show up? For me, I would have done Jack Frost, The Goblin King, or Moana.
Jack's Goblin.
Just going. Yeah, he loves The Night Before Christmas.
I think this is the perfect show for that, though. And I think they could have gone a musical. They did that one musical episode. I think they could have done I think it would have fit with Nightmare Before Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that would have been a really cool just one episode theme.
Yeah, no, I guess
holiday thing. Yeah.
I would have done. I think for new stuff, probably I would have just gone with Moana, for sure. I would have just done that.
Dracula would have been great. And
Hyde could have just been a Dracula.
Oh, he absolutely
should have just been Dracula.
Yeah.
That could have been a whole arc. I would have loved that myself. Aladdin spin from Raj Arya. Aladdin spin-off. Aladdin was a great character. Aladdin was a cool storyline. They could have done a lot with him too. He was in the clips. We saw Agrabah too. I like that.
I think the Aladdin stuff could have been stronger. The story. I liked Aladdin. I think the story itself could have been stronger.
Yeah. Agreed. Cody Blask. I think the time travel is a little too much. Yeah, they should have had to have gone back in time. It was.
Was that really?
Was that needed? No, not at all. But
you know what this finale is missing? Time travel. Let's add it.
Which, remember, back in season 3, they said can't happen. Oh wait, we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah. Let's just do a couple more questions. Sure. All right. Did you like Emma's role in the episode? From also Newt Wilson. I like Emma. I've always liked Emma. Her role, when besides like being like the inverse of Regina being I'm sorry I'm late, and it was hilarious that she wore her leather jacket on top of her dress. I mean, it was nice. I also, a lot of people ask us, just I think I can speak. I don't want to speak for Joe, but I'm pretty sure I know his answer. What they thought about the baby too. Oh, their baby. How can Emma had a baby?
I don't really have.
Yeah, there's no thought. It's like it's a baby. It's there. It's cute.
Her being there was just obligatory. Like it felt like it just had to be there because it was the finale. You know, kind of like Michael Scott and me. The Office. It's just like, oh, they played such a big part. They have to be in it. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. What was I gonna say about that as well? There was also. I'm forgetting it.
Will Scarlet.
What?
Will Scarlet.
Will Scarlet from
nothing.
No.
Mulan.
Yeah, I think
you remember?
Yeah, Mulan was nothing. I was trying to think of my comment about Emma. Like I'm totally blanking on, which is really annoying. Yeah, I just Emma's character. She didn't do anything in the episode. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Snow White and Prince Charming. Remember the whole reason why Henry was like mad was because he was mad because his grandparents were killed by Regina. Like, why wouldn't Wish Realm Henry interact with Snow and Charming? Like, that would have made more sense.
Yeah.
On a spectrum. Like, I even feel that those two didn't do as much as they should. But I did like the coronation. I did like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. And where?
Yeah, like that was super symbolic. It was really nice. What questions did you want answered that wasn't there from BTM Marine LM? A lot. But it's a very complex show. Like, why when Wish Realm Rumple died, how come when original Rumple died, did Wish Realm Rumple die? Makes no sense. Mel from MELBL, I'm confused on why Chad wasn't there. Isn't Selena in the last scene, Kelly, who's her Chris persona? I don't know how the time is working in the show right now. All I know is Selena was there. Chad was her husband.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Did we even ever see Chad?
Yeah, he was in 17 for like episode 17.
That's right.
Like
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
With Hansel.
Yes. Yeah, he got kidnapped. Zelina could have done a lot more, if possible.
She was there.
Yeah, she was there. She was there. Actually, apparently the actress gave away the ending of the show by accident at Comic-Con. I read this the other day. Apparently, she got the script, but she didn't open the email, and then she went to a convention, and they said to her, "Oh, what do you want to see?" And she said, "Oh, I would love to see all the realms united in one." And that's what happened. But then she read the script. She's like, "Oh, I was right." That was like a huge thing because she spoiled it. They're like, "You did it." I feel bad for her because she was a big deal in 3B, and then she was less of a deal. And they made her main character, and then gave her nothing to do. And then gave her nothing to do. She was interesting in the beginning of stuff.
Did we ever wind up seeing all of the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion? I remember Scarecrow.
She killed the Scarecrow, I believe. We saw the Tin Man. We did see the Lion. We saw all of them. The Lion was in the Tin Man episode, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think. Or he was there. He just wasn't that important. Zelina could have been the whole series from Megan Stiggles. She could have had a spinoff. Rebecca was a good actress.
Once Upon a Time in Oz. Yeah,
I said that. I said that when I thought Once Upon a Time was.
I think there would be more depth.
Getting a 7th season. Yeah.
The thing is, when it comes to the spinoffs, I know there's been a few questions about spinoffs. Wonderland, if a spinoff could have done well, I think it would have been Wonderland.
They just didn't write it well.
They didn't write it well, and like they had great casting for the most part. And I mean that that area, just the Wonderland. There's so much depth there. There's so much they could do. And if that one failed, which it did fail, then I don't really have much hope for any other ones.
Yeah, the only one I could think of practically that would have made money if they did it right away was the Frozen spinoff. I know Raj Arya really wants an Aladdin spinoff. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. But I think the Frozen one, coming off the hype of that season, would have done really well.
Yes, I think so too. The Agrabah thing, I just don't think they wrote it well in the show, the original show.
It's tough.
It's tough to have confidence in the spinoff if they didn't really do it justice in the original show. I mean, I liked Aladdin a lot. And,
Aladdin was great.
That.
Dennis Salvenzi was awesome.
Yeah, I just thought the story, they didn't do it justice.
I remember Karen David was in the musical show.
Galvin,
yeah. All right, so I got a couple more questions I want to go through before we sign off, because you guys have been great. Thank you so much for all tuning in. I like this question from Jumbo33, or Jimbo33. When someone loses his magic, aren't their spells undone? They said that, then they change it.
Yeah.
So, no, Gothel is still a tree. That's why Hook's heart is still poisoned, because he was cursed. And it didn't undo itself. From Roselia Angeles, do you think the series finale could have been 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they needed the extra time. Totally, Joshua Reith, Once Upon a Time movie work? No, because I don't think the writers are strong enough to write a movie. Sorry, it's the truth. They can. I think a movie would be a disaster because they don't do the 3-act structure. They do flashback, present, no 3 acts.
Yeah, and their 2-hour finale, their 2-hour episodes are like
sometimes really good.
Sometimes good, but other times hard to get through.
I think the hardest one for me to get through was the 4 one, where Henry was the main thing.
Oh,
yeah.
I liked the author, though, the original, the villain, the author. I thought he could have done a lot.
Oh, even the author, he could have done more. Where was Isaac version 2?
Yeah.
Lupita Ramirez, did you cry? I did not cry. No.
We were kind of smiling, like, it's this 6 should have been the end. For the show, looking at the show as a whole, I'll look back at 7 as kind of irrelevant for the most part.
Yeah.
6 was a perfect end, I thought.
Yes, 6 was a good ending. Why was Pinocchio there at the coronation from Newt Wilson? What? I didn't even see him.
Yeah, he was the
puppet. As a puppet? He wasn't.
He wasn't, or a real boy. He was a boy. He wasn't August.
Oh, well, that's why he didn't. There was enough time for him to grow up in August yet.
Yeah, there's more, I guess, kind of pizzazz in having the puppet as opposed to, or the
little boy.
Yeah, the Pinocchio as you kind of think of Pinocchio, as opposed to August, who had some major kind of role early on.
Yeah,
but yeah, remember like the Huntsman? Like when it comes to early on stuff, it's just like it feels like an eternity.
I know. Well, Huntsman, that was James Dorian, right?
Yeah.
Now he's in 50 Shades.
Yeah.
You can go from 1 to 50 Shades of Grey, guys.
2 very different
mediums or styles of storytelling.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spin-off with Hope from Pedro Knows USA. I doubt it. I think
Once Upon a Hope.
That's the daughter's name. I miss Hope.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Hope Jones.
Hope Jones. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they could do a sequel series and call it Twice Upon a Time.
Yeah, that would totally.
That's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I would maybe Twice Upon a Time in like 8 years. They'll say there's a big gap, and then have Emma's daughter be the character.
Do a spinoff based on anybody who watched the season 6 streams with us knows how much we were into the different kind of the fairies. The dark fairy, the red fairy. You remember all that? Just have a spinoff with all the fairies.
Yeah, because there was Tiger Lily, who was in this episode. There was the Black Fairy. There was the Black Fairy. There was Tinkerbell. There was the Blue Fairy.
Yeah.
Because Tiger Lily had like a actually kind of like the wall.
Maybe like the Green Lanterns or something, like the Blue Fairy Corps.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Let's see. All right, guys, we have time for just about 2 more questions, and then we have to head off. So. From Christina Wong, I'll take this one. What did you guys think about Jared's acting in this episode? I liked him more in his as Henry Mills.
He was better last week.
Better last 2 weeks ago. Jared they need to be careful with him. But I wish the best of luck to him as an actor.
I think he came a long way.
Yeah, no, he's definitely improved.
And 2 weeks ago and last week, he showed that. I thought he was much better than he'd been. But then tonight, I don't think tonight was the strongest outing.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw one more question, guys. Sorry, just to make sure I get everything. Oh, well, this is not so much a question, but I just want to at least give Open Chapman some reassurance. Open Chapman said, "I wasted 6 years of my life watching a show, and the last season was terrible." I mean, you did not waste 6 years. I will not say that, because that means we wasted. No time was wasted. You enjoyed them.
Yeah, you enjoy it while you're watching it. So
yeah.
Just because it was a ending that I guess maybe you didn't like as much, or that.
I mean, like even shows. I don't know. Like
it's about the journey.
It's the journey. Not all shows have amazing seasons.
Not every finale could be like the Breaking
Bad, or even like Joe isn't watching, but like Reign had a great finale because like you knew it was going to happen. There's a lot of shows with really good finales.
And a lot of shows with really bad finales. Dexter, and Dexter had a very bad finale, but people still look at it. You know, they still liked it. You know, the finale isn't everything. The ending isn't everything.
Yeah. The last question was I'm going to pull it from Supercore45. It asked what's next to the channel, which I think is the best way to end the video. I don't really have a plan for what's next to it because I haven't picked the next show. So it's going to be kind of up in the air, maybe movies, news coverage, entertainment. Well, it'll still be active. I'm probably going to do a couple more one-space videos for you guys, just maybe like ranking seasons, etc. But there's still stuff to do. I'm not stopping. But this was a real big curtain call for the channel.
Yeah.
So, Spider-Man, thank you for saving Queens. Is it from?
What?
Spider-Man's from Queens.
So.
Yeah. Well, we have Spider-Man in the chat. So he say I'm thanking him for saving Queens, but he said we can't leave yet. But we got to go. So thank you for all you do, Spidey. But Andrew,
I don't think it's actually him.
I know, but it's still fun to chat to play pretend. All right, guys. So we got to go. Thank you so much for tuning in to this live review, and there'll be more stuff to come. I promise. All the social medias are still there. Let me know. Leave comments, etc. And there's more things. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate your congrats. And I will talk to you guys all real soon. Thanks, and see you later. Bye.